this coffee machine for about 3 months now. Tastes good. The latte art still needs some work, but I'm getting there, slowly but surely. Ola, come. Not my best, not my worst. It'll do. Tastes good though. Yes team, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. It has been a hot minute since I last posted a vlog, I think summer of 2023, but I made a promise to myself to deliver some longer form content, such as the one today, on a more regular basis, 2 to 3 times a month. In terms of today's video, I have my big Wattbike conditioning session, so I thought it'd be fun to bring you along for the ride. So let's get into it. My day started like it usually does, taking the dog for a walk. I start my day at around 5:30 a.m. at the moment. I've deliberately tried to knock back my bedtime. I did let my standards slip a little bit, and I was kind of going to bed at 10, 15, 10:30, even 11 over the last few weeks, but I've nudged that back down to 9:15, 9:30 to get my 8 hours sleep. I do love getting up early. I feel like I can achieve a lot more in the mornings. So I woke up at 5:30 this morning, had some hydration, had my coffee. I do like having a coffee as soon as I wake. It's just that 15, 20 minutes of bliss where the world seems to stand still. So I really enjoy that part of my morning. I did jump on the laptop for about hour and a half, got back to client messages, did some programming, then took the dog for a walk. As you can see, she got into a very muddy puddle, which is a daily occurrence. It does take around 20 to 30 minutes to wash and dry her, but I love her to bits and wouldn't change it for the world. After my walk, I had breakfast. I went for 4 eggs, 4 bacon medallions, and 3 slices of sourdough with salted butter. It's my go-to breakfast every single day. Sometimes I'll chuck in some kimchi, some avocado. Unfortunately, didn't have that in the fridge today, but that is my go-to breakfast every single morning, about hour and a half after I wake. And then I'll probably have a bit more of a carb hit with my overnight oats, or at the moment I've been loving hot oats with some blueberries, banana, and dark chocolate around 10:30, 11 before going to the gym. So in terms of today's agenda, I'm gonna crack on with a little bit more work after this, and then head to Slevin for my Wattbike conditioning piece on my Wattbike Air. I have been loving utilizing the Wattbike in my conditioning. It's such a fantastic piece of equipment. As you guys know, I have aspirations to compete in Hyrox in the men's pro. Do not get me wrong, we need to have sufficient running and strength stimulus, but I love utilizing the Wattbike for some of that off-feet conditioning. Today's session is a threshold session. So I have done a previous FTP test. Again, this is off old data around the summer of 2023. I am gonna redo my FTP, which stands for functional threshold power, if you guys are unsure, and then I'm gonna retest again in 8 or so weeks time. So I'm looking forward to today's session. It's gonna be an absolute cracker, and I'll see you soon. Let's go. Hello, just got to Slevin, as you can tell. Nice fresh fade. Going to jump into a bit of movement prep, some mobilization around the adductors and hips before getting stuck into a 10 to 15 minute warm up on the Wattbike. Today's session outline is 5 by 6 minute intervals at 110% of my FTP. My FTP last time I tested, should I say, was around 330. I'm going to nudge that down a little bit to around the 310 mark because I don't think I'm as fit as I was back in the summer of 23. So I'm going to base it off of 310 FTP, which will give me a target for about 320 watts for each interval. So it's going to be tasty, it's going to be tough, but I'm ready to get stuck in. I do enjoy these longer Wattbike interval sessions on a Wednesday. I have been doing some of my shorter fit in 25 minute workouts, which are short, sweet, intense. If you haven't seen or given them a try, I would highly recommend, because they get the job done nice and quick. You can just hook up your phone, connect to the Wattbike Hub app, and then connect to any Wattbike in any gym. It's that simple. You don't have to do 50, 60 minute sessions like I am today. You can just get it done in 25 minutes. So if you do give those workouts a shot, do drop me a message and give me a shout. All right, guys.
I might have to let it drop. Let it drop.
You guys may or may not have seen, but I've been struggling with my back for quite some time now. And whilst I try not to get too caught up on what I can't do, it's really important I focus and channel all my energy in terms of what I can do. And yes, I haven't been able to run to the extent that I would have liked, but I've been loving the off-feet conditioning on the Wattbike. I'll jump on the Wattbike anywhere between 2 to 3 times a week, varying intensity, varying stimulus. Today's session is obviously a slightly longer one. As I said, outside, I've got 5 by 6 minute intervals at 110% of my FTP. So quite a threshold stimulus. Feeling warm and ready to go, so let's rip in. All right, team, I'm gonna jump on a 15-minute warm-up just to gradually build my intensity, just so that first interval at 320 watts doesn't come as too much of a surprise. It's really important when completing and attempting to hit these threshold sessions that you spend sufficient time getting the legs and lungs up to speed. So I'll start off at a nice low intensity. I'm sitting around 140, 150 watts at the moment, and then I'll finish with 3 minutes at my intended split target of 320 watts. Okay, warm up complete. I'll rest for around 2 minutes now, and then get stuck in. First interval, 6 minutes, 320 watts. Let's go. First round in the bag. That was harder than expected. 6 minute intervals, 3 minutes rest in between. Oh, that was really tough. Ouch. 2 sets in the bag, 3 to go. Unlike some of those fake influencers you see out there, I actually put in the work. And I'll take you through the session in real time. Feeling goodish. A little bit disappointed to not be hitting, 310s, 315s, but I'll settle for 300. I got another 3 rounds. Love it. A little bit of Fisher. Let's go. Oh, I can't even catch my breath. One thing I love about cycling, very similarly to running, it's extremely black or white. You either hit your target split or you don't. There's no prisoners, there's no hiding. When those little demons creep in, telling you to slow down, that's when you have to push through and keep going. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, which is what I always remind myself of when the going gets tough. Woo! All right, time to catch your breath. Five, 6 minute blocks in the bag. Gonna hit a 3 minute spin on the bike and then stretch through the quads and the hip flexors. Oh, that last round was punchy. Got the job done. As I said in the warm up, I've been absolutely loving jumping on the Wattbike Air. It's a fantastic piece of kit. If you do have access to it at your gym or your box, jump on it. It's superb. Link up your phone, jump on the Wattbike Hub app, and you're good to go. Oh, job done for the day. Feeling really good after that one. Just hitting a 90-second couch stretch each side. As I said at the start, I'm really trying to focus on channeling my energy into what I can do instead of what I can't. It is frustrating, I must admit, when I see people do athletics, high rocks, marathons, because that's what I would love to do. And I know it's something I'm very capable of achieving. But I'm staying diligent with my rehab. I'm staying diligent with the process. I know my time will come. I just got to stay patient, tick off all the rehab, and I know deep down I'll be back there in due course on my own program at the front. But in the meantime, I'm sticking to the rehab, I'm sticking to the process, the off-feet conditioning on the Wattbike. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog. It has been a while since I recorded landscape, but drop me a comment if you've enjoyed this. This has been a day training with Wattbike. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next one. Over and out.